We probably should tell them. First card, overall environment.
Yeah.
Second card, position of challenges.
I figure that the entire world now knows.
Yes. Third card, the unexpected. Fourth card, the outcome. And what do you have, Sag? You have the Page
of Swords. What is this? This is wonderful.
It is a good card. It's really a good card.
Pages are about beginnings, actually. So a page has just gotten a new idea.
Yes, that's one way to interpret it.
It is.
Yes.
It's more universal.
Yeah.
Because there's something that has just occurred to you. An idea sort of sprung up in your mind. And the month of June might be the month in which you explore the legitimacy
Yes.
of this idea.
That is one way to interpret it. That is
Go
true.
ahead, you give him the other.
Well, it's the Mean Girls card.
Oh.
Yes, so pages are often messages.
Yes,
Pages deliver messages. And this is the sword page, which means sometimes it's a message which isn't well thought out. And it can be hurtful.
A little bit naive.
Because
childish.
Swords
Immature.
can mean trouble.
Yes.
So it could be an immature, sort of troubling message delivered.
Right.
Which is why I call it the Mean Girls card.
It's a good one. You know, sometimes it's good to get a picture of it like that in terms that are very understandable.
Yes.
And
so
yes,
that's the other option.
Or it's the delivery of a message that is has a kind of new freshness to it too, because it's not all negative.
Yeah, it isn't.
So,
but it is fresh.
Fresh.
Or it could be one of your kids.
Idea.
One of your kids who's fresh.
Yes.
Since it's
Or
June.
very bright.
It's June.
This is a bright.
It's a kid in the upright,
Yeah.
but they can be fresh because
And if you have a boy
they're blunt.
or a girl,
This is a blunt kid.
a young child, blunt, but very, very bright, maybe a little argumentative, but knows his own psyche, knows his own mind, and isn't afraid to express himself.
And they're the kids who say, "That's not right."
Yeah, they say, let's argue about
You didn't get that right.
Mm-hmm.
They question.
Well,
everything.
that person will be quite.
If it is a person.
If it's a person, then that person will be in your life for the month of June, or at least affecting your life.
Right.
Very much so.
So no card lives alone. So let's see what's in the position of challenges. Oh, the bad daddy card.
Okay, so your child's dominating you.
Yes. Well, it is the protector, the ruler, but it is a challenge.
It's your challenge.
Yeah.
It's reverse. So what it means is that your challenge is to not be too stern.
Mm-hmm.
Not to
overly
not
protective.
To be dogmatic.
Yes.
Not to be too protective.
Right.
Let the boy or girl be.
If this is a child.
Mm-hmm. If it's a child, or if it's
if this is the Mean Girl card, so you've got, these people coming at you who have less than kind words. This card would just simply say, hey, take a step back and don't try and overly protect those around you or even yourself. Because you need to, this is a card of respect. So how do you command respect? So if this is in the workplace, it could just mean you feel challenged because of this card, because you're not feeling respected.
Right, your authority has been questioned, let's just say that.
Yes.
And so what's your response? And the tarot is always about your highest integrity, so you don't respond in a way that a reversed emperor would be autocratic, meaning that he would want to rule without any heart, and you would come back sternly, meanly, and show your authority in a way that would offend.
And that's very heavy-handed.
Heavy-handed.
Yes.
So what your challenge is to write the card and to rule with grace.
And if this isn't you, then you have a person
or you have
who
a person
is autocratic
in your midst. Like that.
Yes.
You have to, they are your challenge because that's how they're behaving.
Yes, they're autocratic. I like that because they are ruling with anger, via anger. Yeah, this is a tough card right here in this position.
It's the Mussolini card.
It is the Mussolini card.
I'm telling you. So if you've got a Mussolini in your midst or in your soul,
yes,
then make him an Akhenaten.
Yes. Hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
turn him around.
Turn Mussolini into Akhenaten.
Yeah.
Rule.
Teach him to write some poetry.
Rule through art, love, compassion, kindness. Rule. That's the only way you get true obedience.
And this person doesn't really understand women either. No. So this person may be a bit of a misogynist,
even chauvinist, autocrat.
Yes. So it's a tough one.
Yikes.
But you can handle it, Sag.
That's right.
You
Sag.
always do.
You always do. But let's see what's unexpected.
Oh boy. And you deserve this card because after these two cards, Mean Girls and Mussolini, what do we get?
We've got roulette.
The Wheel of Fortune, and your wheel is up. So unexpectedly, you have some luck within this situation.
Right, and it actually moves you you feel like you're moving into a whole new phase of your life,
That's right. So maybe this is going to give you a hard push.
Yeah, this might push you into a different phase of your life.
Right.
And so...
because I think last month we had the Eight of Swords right here.
Oh, yes.
So you were dominated by this negative thinking.
Right.
And maybe you've had enough.
Yes, maybe you've had enough and you've decided, okay, it's time to move on.
Yeah.
And unexpectedly you decide to change things up because this is a card about change.
Mm-hmm. Because this says, it could also mean Page of Swords is you're standing up for yourself for the very first time.
That's true.
And you're maybe sending a note or a letter or something that states your intention. In a clear and concise way. Mm-hmm. And it is a new thing for you.
Yeah.
Yes, good job. Because this guy's got to be turned around.
Mussolini's got to go.
Yes. So stand up for yourself.
Yes.
Make it, what do they say? Fake it until you make it.
Fake it until you make it.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
Stand up for yourself.
So, and it is it's the Wheel of Fortune, which does imply luck. So luck is on your side. And it's being centered at the same, you see, because you're at the hub of the wheel. The wheel moves around you, and yet you remain at peace in the center. So even though these changes are happening in your life, you remain completely at ease and grounded within yourself. So that's very good. So even though all this is happening around you, you nonetheless retain your sense of yourself.
Right. And it's also like father time. I always say it's a clock.
Yes.
To me, it feels very much like a clock. So the clock turns, and if you've seen The Hunger Games,
I never
the movie,
any of
the second one, okay, where they find out or they figure out that the island is actually a clock. All right. Oh. So they move from one segment of the clock to the next. This is the bad part of the clock, where bad things happen. This is the good part of the clock, where you're in this section where it's all serene and you get a sort of a respite from all the trouble that's going on here. So,
well, let's see what
moving on from the Hunger Games. Oh. Queen of Cups.
Queen of Cups at the end.
This is so nice.
So Sagittarius.
You're living by the water. That's a cup queen. It's a water queen.
That's true. Maybe you are living by the water, but really you're living by your heart.
Yes.
And
emotions.
So to counter the Mussolini card, we have Nefertiti
Yes.
right here.
Yes.
So this is compassion, this is love, this is kindness, this is ruling with those attributes and leading with your heart. Forgiving
Ooh,
is probably
that's it.
what it is.
Stand up for yourself and forgive.
Stand up and forgive,
Yes.
and the changes that unexpectedly happen will be something that you can embrace.
Right. Well, and then also you can enjoy because you're going to be in this whole new situation in your life, which is fortuitous, I guess. So you move from this not fortuitous point of your life where you're sort of surrounded by these swords and negative thinking into this wonderful.
Yeah, at the end, you're enjoying the more emotional aspects of life, and you're feeling within yourself very balanced and true. You remain true to yourself is really what it is.
And it does feel like maybe it's a vacation or something
Yeah.
near the water, maybe that, because it's such a different sort of card to just pop up in the center of all of this. I mean, I like the idea of forgiveness a lot because I feel like it's like you put yourself in a whole new environment, so that which would go along with this card.
Suddenly you're in a completely different world, maybe a different, the wheel turns and you find yourself someplace else, but very centered.
Right.
And you permit yourself to let others be, and you don't take offense.
Mm-hmm.
And when you, what's the Rudyard Kipling poem? When all are, you keep your head when all around you are losing theirs.
Oh, nice.
You see?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what this is.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. So you keep your head.
Right.
When all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you.
Yes.
That's the phrase.
I like this reading. If you want to know anything else about this guy, Mussolini, how to tame him, how to turn him around, how to make him into your, I was going to say a bad
Emperor.
word. Emperor. Make him your boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Your grandchild.
Check out our readings because we've got a lot of them.
Yes. So thank you very much for coming to the Oracle Table, Sagittarius, and we wish you all the best for the month of June. See you in the month of July. Thank you. Namaste.
So, if you would like to know more about your reading, please visit our website.
virtualtarot.wordpress.com.
Yes, and we'll be happy to read for you. We have quite a few readings that we offer on our website.
Yeah, we please have a look and see if there's something that pertains to your particular circumstance. And what you do is then you make your donation with the appropriate amount, and then submit your question or questions to avatrudy@yahoo.com, and we will respond immediately. These readings are our work of art, and they are completely personal, very intimate, and they allow you to connect to your higher mind, to your guiding angels, to give you perspective that you can't get yourself.
Yes, very well said. And that's about it for the readings.
That's it.
We've done a lot of readings for a lot of people. Thank you so much. We really appreciate
it. And they come from all over the world.
They do. It's so cool.
It's so interesting.
Yes.
Egypt, Africa, China.
Yes.
Timbuktu.
Right. So we really appreciate it. You guys are really interesting, and you have very interesting lives.
Yes, what fascinating lives you have. And we're very privileged, actually, to partake in them. Thank you very much.
More interesting than our life.
Much more.
Our life. here. Our life here at the Oracle's table.
Yes, well, it's interesting though, taking all these trips back into time.
Yes, that's been a lot of fun.
Yes, I love to time travel.
Yeah, so speaking of which, please stay tuned again for the documentary at the end. Ava will narrate the history of Akhenaten and Nefertiti, why we're here once again in El Armana, and also tell the story of the roots of monotheism.
Yeah.
Where did this single God concept come from? And how does it relate to the feminine divine? So stay tuned for that. And also, last but not least, check out our Pinterest page.
Yes, and join us. Join our family. If
Right.
You would.
It's called Tarot Girl. I set it up.
You did?
There's a picture of me. Taking a picture of me. I think you call that a selfie.
They're very popular. Suddenly selfies are the thing.
Yeah, it's all about selfies.
So interesting how quickly these fads spring up.
Yeah, and there are all kinds of filters put on the selfie too, because I have an app where I can filter selfies. So tell me what you think.
Geek goddess.
Tell me what you think. Paste, if you would, a link to your Pinterest page in our comment section, and we will actually highlight it in our Facebook feed. We want to get to know you guys, and we've had a couple already. They're really cool. So thanks so much for visiting us. See us in July back here. We're going to be teaching the history of Tarot.
Oh, that'll be fascinating for you, because Tarot also has a magnificent history.
You won't want to miss it.
You won't want to miss it.
So we'll see you then. Goodbye. Put the shades back on.